Today on the Daily Deal, we're going to talk about what's going on with Las Vegas real estate and October's numbers. Our sales were down 10.1%. Now, what does this actually mean? Let's break it down to the reality. So first, we're going to talk about something called absorption rate or inventory. You may have heard this word before, but might not know exactly how it calculates. And what it is how many homes are for sale versus how many homes are selling on a weekly basis. And if no new homes came up for sale, how many weeks it would take before those homes are sold. And on the single family in the greater Las Vegas area, we are at 3.9 months. And we're at 4.2 months if you add condos and townhomes. So condos and townhomes have actually taken a slight dip in comparison to single family residences. Now, what does that mean and why is that important? Well, actually, a seller's market is up to about 4 months. A neutral market is 4 to 6 months, and a buyer's market is 6 months or longer. However, you may have heard we're in a buyer's market, and that's because the demand is low. So even though our inventory versus our demand is only at around that 4-month mark, with the interest rates, a lot of the political uncertainty that's going on, we have a slightly lower demand. So it is acting a lot more like a buyer's market. This puts the advantage in your world. However, there are a lot of great signs about what's to come. Not only are we looking down the road at lower interest rates and we know that everything is cyclical, but we also have some major changes. Ryan Serhant from $1 Million Listings. Many of you know him. He's a celebrity real estate agent. He just opened his brokerage here in Las Vegas. What does that mean? Well, that means that there are people that are still bullish on the market and what's to come in the future. Ryan wouldn't put a lot of his hard-earned money into a market like Vegas if he didn't see a bright light at the end of the tunnel. So keep your eyes out. If you are looking to buy or sell, just understand that this market is back to a much more normal market. And we have short-term memories oftentimes, and we're thinking back to 21 and 22 where homes sold in the first weekend because we had those 2.5%, 3% rates. And that is just something that is in the past, and we are back to a much more normal market where homes actually sit on the market a little longer because buyers want to be pragmatic and make the decision that's best for them. So if you're a seller, understand that. If you're a buyer, understand you've got some choice, you've got some negotiating power, and if this is the right time for you to buy, then you should be looking into doing just that. That's it for today's Daily Deal. We'll see you tomorrow.